Congratulations and welcome to Parkway Staffing Services. You have been chosen to work as a car porter at one of our client work sites. When you operate a client vehicle, even on a parking lot, there's a lot at stake. Your safety, the safety of your coworkers and others, the safety of the client's property, and our reputation as a quality workforce provider are on the line. The following safety guidelines promote a safer workplace and must be adhered to at all times. These guidelines are compatible with and in addition to all other safety procedures at your specific work site. You are expected to follow directions, work in the safest manner possible, abide by all safety guidelines, and participate in any worksite specific safety training. Horseplay, fighting, firearms or weapons of any kind, smoking in restricted areas, and cell phone use while on duty are strictly prohibited. Parkway Staffing is a substance-free workforce provider. Never report to work under the influence of drugs or alcohol. If everyone follows basic safety rules and practices, most worksite accidents can be prevented. Good housekeeping promotes a safe work environment. Do your part to keep the worksite clean. Observe your surroundings and report any hazards or potential hazards to your worksite supervisor. If a hazard cannot be corrected right away, take action to prevent exposure to others. To prevent slips and falls, make sure pathways are well lit and clear of debris. Use handrails when going up and down stairs. Use caution when entering and exiting vehicles. The proper lifting techniques will prevent back injury. Never use a chair or other object to reach an item. Use a ladder or step ladder. Maintain 3 points of contact and ask for assistance when possible. Before driving a vehicle, take a few moments to familiarize yourself with its operation. Adjust the seat and mirrors when it is necessary for you to safely operate the vehicle. Always fasten the safety belt and never use a cell phone, iPod, or other personal electronic device while operating the vehicles. If you are unfamiliar with the operation of a vehicle, do not drive it. Get the assistance of a site supervisor. It is okay to turn on the air conditioning, but do not turn on the radio or other controls unrelated to the safe operation of the vehicle. Common driving hazards include limited visibility, distracted driving, excessive speed and recklessness, weather conditions, and fatigue. Always check your blind spots before driving off. Obey lot postings and be observant of your surroundings. Be responsive to lot activity, including heavy foot traffic, distracted drivers, and speeders. Blow the horn when entering blind intersections, and if you must back up, watch for obstacles, check right and left blind spots, and use a backup button. Your speed should never exceed 15 miles per hour when driving in the designated traffic patterns through the unpopulated area of the lot. In the work bay, the speed limit should not exceed 10 miles per hour. Be aware of your surroundings and give yourself enough time and space to safely respond to changes. Observe the 2-car length rule between moving vehicles and slow to 5 miles per hour and the 3-car length rule when weather conditions are bad. Pedestrians always have the right of way. Stay alert and be prepared to stop. Drive 5 miles per hour with your foot hovering over the brake during peak business hours, when nearing a parking queue, customer pickup and return, or customer parking area. Don't try to squeeze through tight spaces and be prepared to detour. Avoiding accident and injury is your number one priority. Be prepared to stop even when you have the right of way. Your attitude behind the wheel is as important as your driving skills. Fatigue interferes with your driving ability and is as dangerous as driving under the influence. Good personal hygiene, a sound diet, a good night's sleep, and regular exercise will help you combat fatigue. Do not consume alcohol within 8 hours of reporting to work, and never report to work under the influence of drugs or alcohol. When taking prescription medication, let your supervisor know of any potential side effects at the start of your shift. Enter the car wash bay with the tires centered between the rails. Never try to enter at an angle. With your foot over the brake, move slowly through the bay. This will ensure a thorough cleaning and avoid possible damage to the vehicle. It should take 1 to 2 minutes to go through the car wash bay. When exiting the car wash bay, stop and look both ways for oncoming vehicles. They always have the right of way. Remove any trash and debris and thoroughly clean, vacuum, and deodorize the vehicle's interior. Any personal items left by a customer should be returned to Lost and Found, and don't forget to complete the required paperwork for each vehicle transaction. Slip-resistant shoes will be provided to you by ParkWest. You are required to wear them at each scheduled shift. Failure to report to duty in the required footwear will result in a formal written warning. Eye protection should be worn when working with chemicals or hazardous liquids. Safety glasses can be obtained from your worksite supervisor and must be returned at the end of your shift. Failure to return safety glasses will result in a payroll deduction to offset replacement costs. Locate the eye wash station at your worksite. Never rub your eyes with dirty hands or clothing. Disposable gloves are provided. Check at your specific worksite for their location. Ensure your visibility and minimize risk when exposed to other motorists by wearing a safety vest. Reflective hats can raise your visibility and also minimize exposure to heat. Always wear the required PPE. Keep it in good condition and never use damaged personal protective equipment. Help prevent fires by smoking only in designated areas. Never smoke near combustible material, inside the car wash bay, near fueling stations, or inside the vehicles. Know your worksite's evacuation procedures, escape routes, and evacuation assembly areas. When you hear an alarm, Move quickly to your designated assembly area and follow any additional instructions. The following safety violations will result in immediate suspension or termination. Failure to follow designated traffic patterns. Distracted driving, including the use of any personal electronic device. Failure to follow speed limits. Failure to stop at stop signs or yield when exiting the car wash bay. Park West staffing is committed to your health and safety at the workplace. Our first concern is to keep injuries and accidents from happening. If you are injured, we want to help you get better and return to work as soon as it is medically safe. You must report all worksite injuries to the Park West supervisor on site and the Park West corporate office. A first report of injury will be compiled and an accident investigation will be conducted. You must report a work-related injury even if you do not wish to seek medical treatment. Worksite accidents involving vehicles or other property damage must be reported to the Park West supervisor on site and the Park West corporate office. All property damage claims are investigated and settled on a case-by-case basis. Park West Staffing Services maintains an open door policy. Whenever questions or problems arise, call the Park West corporate office. We want to help you succeed as a Park West temporary associate. Your safety and health and the protection of property, the general public, and the environment are of the utmost importance. Park West Staffing Services is committed to providing the leadership and support necessary to develop and maintain a successful safety program.